Hi everybody. In today's sound tutorial, I want to go over a few different techniques that you can do using bowls. So you don't want to just hit bowls randomly and play them as loud as you can. Louder isn't better. So to bring about more of a therapeutic experience for a group dynamic, you want to play a little bit more gentle. So there's different mallets you can use that will bring out different quality of the bowls. And you want to play slowly and kind of wait for each sound to play out. So this is a set of 7 and they're correlated with the different chakras in the body, starting from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And you can play in order of the chakras if you want to, or you could just play randomly. So if you're using a heavier mallet like this, you want to always use this end, and you would just kind of hold it like a pencil. It's easiest, and don't hold it at the very end and don't hold it too close. Just hold it somewhere in the middle, and you would strike the outside and kind of go up. So you see the sound will still be going, so you don't need to rush to the next bowl. If you're using a more poofy mallet, you can strike it a little bit harder. And sometimes if you want to use this mallet with the small bowls and you want to produce a nice big sound, you can always stabilize the bowl with another mallet and then strike it. Because see, sometimes if I just strike it without stabilizing it, it might tip over and hit the other bowl. So you can always do that and it'll still get the sound out of it. So you can also use 2 mallets at once, which will produce a nice sound. And I always like to close my eyes and just kind of feel into it and see how that sounds. Because sometimes with our eyes open and we just keep hitting and hitting and hitting, we're not tapped into what maybe the students are feeling in the experience. You can also use this like tiny little mallet, which works really nicely for the smaller bowls. And again, it needs like a very gentle touch. You can make like a little chime sound doing this in between. You can also use your finger to stabilize the bowls if you don't have 2 mallets. If you want to strike it a little bit harder, especially the small one, you could use one finger to stabilize and then you would remove it. Another cool thing that you can do to bring out a different quality and sound of the bowls, because these will create all different types of sounds, you can take one bowl, pick it up, maybe a small one, strike one that's bigger, and if you hear, it'll create like a wah, wah, wah. It'll create another frequency, another vibration. Another thing that you can do, which I don't know, I kind of made this up. This doesn't come from any secret old lineage, but I remember when I was dying to get a handpan and I couldn't afford one in the moment. I said, well, how am I going to practice? So I would turn the bowls upside down at the end of a sound bath and pretend that they were the notes on the handpan and just start playing them. So it just creates something a little bit different. So there's lots of different things you could do. You could also put water in the bowls. It'll change the sound a little bit. And if you like to work with crystal bowls as well, you can use that as kind of I like to say like kind of the glue of the sound experience. So you can keep playing the bowl and then add in your Tibetan bowls with it. And if you hear, the crystal bowl will kind of carry the other notes because the crystal bowls have more range, whereas the Tibetan bowls create the binary beats. So they have different overtones and layers to them. If you are going to use the wooden part of the mallet, you have to be super, super, super gentle, or suave. So notice the different sound. So the harder the surface will bring out more of the tin sound in the bowls. So just have fun, explore, be creative, take your time. You don't need to rush in playing a bunch of bowls at the same time. Just take your time, close your eyes, tap in, relax, feel what's happening, feel what you're creating, and then go from there. That's all I got.